$87 for a snorkeling tour? That's what my cruise line wanted to charge me. The exact same tour, from a local operator, $35. And that's just one port. On my last 7-day Caribbean cruise, I saved $847 total, just by booking shore excursions independently instead of through the cruise line. Today, I'm showing you exactly how I did it, port by port, dollar by dollar. The 5 websites I use to find these deals, and the one critical mistake that could actually get you left behind at a port. So you definitely want to stick around for that. Let's break down the real cost difference. Okay, so first stop on my cruise was Cozumel, Mexico. The ship offered this snorkeling and beach break combo. The price? $87 per person. For my wife and me, that's $174 total. So what did I do? The night before we arrived, I searched Viator, found the exact same reef, same equipment, same everything. $35 per person through a local operator. That's $70 total for both of us. Savings in Cozumel alone? $104. Just like that. But it gets even better. Port number 2 was Grand Cayman. The cruise line wanted $115 per person for Stingray City and snorkeling. I booked through a company called Red Sail Sports. Found them on TripAdvisor. They had 4,000 5-star reviews. Their price? $68 per person. That's $94 saved, just in Grand Cayman. And here's the thing. Our tour group was only 12 people, not the 70-person cattle call that the cruise ship had going on. Then we hit Jamaica. Dunn's River Falls excursion through the ship, $99 per person. The exact same tour on GetYourGuide, $55. Another $88 saved right there. Are you starting to see the pattern here? Cruise lines mark up these tours by 50 to 100%, sometimes even more. Why? Because they're the middleman taking their cut. But you can go directly to the source. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. So where do you actually find these independent tours? I use 5 specific websites, and I'm walking you through all of them right now. Number 1 is Viator. This is probably the biggest platform out there. They have tours in over 200 cruise ports worldwide. The reviews are legit. Real people. Real photos. You can see exactly what you're getting. And here's my favorite part. They have a lowest price guarantee. Plus, you can filter specifically for cruise passengers, which shows you tours that are designed to get you back to the ship on time. That's huge. Number 2, Shore Excursions Group. These guys specialize only in cruise excursions. That's all they do. They actually guarantee you'll make it back to your ship, or they'll pay to get you to the next port. Now that's peace of mind right there. Their tour groups are also way smaller than the cruise line tours, usually under 20 people. Number 3 is GetYourGuide. It's similar to Viator, but sometimes they have different options or better prices. So I always check both before I book anything. They also offer free cancellation on most tours, up to 24 hours before departure, which gives you flexibility if your plans change. Number 4, TripAdvisor. Now, most people use TripAdvisor just for reading reviews, but they actually have a booking platform now too. And those reviews, super helpful for avoiding sketchy operators. My rule? I never book anything with less than 4 stars and at least 200 reviews. That's my minimum. And number 5, local Facebook groups. Search for your specific port, like Cozumel Cruise Port or Grand Cayman Excursions. Real cruisers share real experiences in these groups, and they often recommend local operators that you won't find on the big booking sites. Hey, quick pause here. If you're finding this information helpful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I break down money-saving cruise tips like this every single week. All right, let's keep going. Now here's where people start getting nervous. What if the tour runs late? What if I miss the ship? Totally legitimate concern, I get it. But I'm going to show you exactly how to protect yourself. Rule number 1, only book tours that end at least 2 hours before your all-aboard time. This gives you a massive buffer. Even if there's bad traffic or something delays the tour, you're still getting back with plenty of time to spare. Rule number 2, book through platforms that offer guarantees. Shore Excursions Group, Viator, and GetYourGuide. All three promise to get you back on time, or they cover your costs to reach the next port. Rule number 3, read every single review that mentions timing. If multiple people say a tour ran late, skip it. Don't risk your entire cruise over one excursion. Rule number 4, always give the tour operator your ship name and your sail time. Reputable companies track this obsessively. They know that if they leave passengers behind, they're done. Their entire business depends on getting you back safely. And rule number 5, for remote or complicated ports, consider booking through the cruise line. Places like Alaska or remote islands where infrastructure is limited, the peace of mind might be worth paying a little extra. But for mainstream Caribbean ports, Mexico, Mediterranean, these are major tourist destinations with hundreds of established operators. Independent booking makes total sense there. Okay, let me walk you through my actual 7-day cruise and show you every single booking I made. Port 1, Cozumel, Mexico. Cruise line price, $87 per person. My price through Viator, $35. Savings, $104 for 2 people. Port 2, Grand Cayman. Cruise line price, $115 per person. My price through Red Sail Sports, $68. Saved $94. Port 3, Jamaica. Cruise line wanted $99 per person. I paid $55 through GetYourGuide, another $88 saved. Port 4, Costa Maya. Now this is where it gets really interesting. The cruise line wanted $125 for this beach club and ruins combo. I found the exact same beach club, independently, $40 per person. That's $170 saved in just one port. Port 5 was Roatan, Honduras. Zip line and beach excursion. Cruise line wanted $108 per person. Through Shore Excursions Group, $62. Saved $92 there. And Port 6, Belize. Cave tubing adventure, cruise line price was $105 per person. My price, $50. Another $110 saved. Real quick, drop a comment and let me know your home port. I'll make a video about the best independent excursions for that specific location. All right, now let's talk about what not to do. Because I've seen people mess this up, and it literally costs them their entire cruise. Mistake number 1, booking with random guys at the pier. Look, I get it. Some guy offers you a tour for $20. Sounds like an amazing deal, right? Until he shows up an hour late, or doesn't show up at all. Or his van breaks down in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly you're stranded 40 miles from the ship with 30 minutes until departure. Yeah, not fun. Only book through established platforms with real reviews. Mistake number 2, not checking the return time carefully. Some tours list when they drop you back at the meeting point. not when you'll actually be back at the ship. You need to factor in at least 30 extra minutes for walking back through the port area and going through security. This is super important. Mistake number 3, not having a backup plan. Always know how to get back to the ship on your own if something goes wrong. Keep a taxi number saved. Know the port address. Have enough cash for an emergency cab ride back. These simple things can save your entire vacation. Okay, let's add up my total savings here. The actual money I kept in my pocket. Cozumel, $104 saved. Grand Cayman, $94 saved. Jamaica, $88 saved. Costa Maya, $170 saved. Roatan, $92 saved. And Belize, $110 saved. That's $658 right there. But wait, I said I saved $847. Where's the other $189? Two things. First, in Grand Cayman, I also booked a separate island taxi tour. The cruise line wanted $85 for it. I negotiated directly with a local driver, paid $40. Another $45 saved. Second, in some ports, I just walked around on my own, completely free, instead of paying for a guided walking tour. That flexibility alone saved me over $100. Here are my absolute best insider tips that nobody really talks about. Tip number 1, book your tours at least 2 weeks before your cruise. Prices go up as availability drops, and the most popular tours, they sell out completely. I saved an extra 15% just by booking early. Tip number 2, screenshot everything. Your confirmation email, the operator's phone number, the meeting location, all the tour details. Why? Because ship Wi-Fi is crazy expensive and super unreliable. You want all this information saved offline. Tip number 3, some Caribbean ports are totally walkable. Nassau in the Bahamas, you can literally walk off the ship and explore on your own. Cozumel, beach clubs are a 10-minute taxi ride away. You don't need an expensive tour for everything. Tip number 4, negotiate with taxi drivers at the port. Those posted rates, often negotiable, especially if you're booking for multiple hours. I saved probably $200 across my cruise just by negotiating taxi rates. Look, I'm not saying you should never book through the cruise line. There are definitely times when it makes sense. Alaska glacier tours, book through the ship. Remote Norwegian fjord excursions, probably cruise line. Complicated multi-stop tours in countries where you don't speak the language, may be worth the extra cost for that peace of mind. But for mainstream destinations like the Caribbean and Mexico, where tourism is literally the main industry, you're just throwing money away. You're paying double for the exact same experience. And to me, that just doesn't make any sense. All right, let's wrap this up. I saved $847 on a single 7-day cruise. Just by booking shore excursions independently, I used Viator, Shore Excursions Group, GetYourGuide, TripAdvisor, and Facebook groups. I followed 5 simple rules. Book tours that end at least 2 hours before all aboard time. Use platforms that offer guarantees. Read every review about timing. Give tour operators your ship details. And only book with established companies. That's literally it. Nothing complicated. Just smart booking. Now, if this video helped you out or saved you some money, definitely hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more cruise tips like this every week. And drop a comment. Tell me your favorite cruise port, or if you have any questions about booking excursions independently. I actually read every single comment, and I reply to as many as I can. At $847 I saved, It paid for my entire drink package and specialty dining, with money left over. Think about what you could do with that kind of savings. Book an extra cruise next year, upgrade to a balcony cabin, or just keep more money in your pocket for other things. The cruise lines aren't going to tell you any of this because shore excursions are massive profit centers for them. But now you know the truth. You have the tools, you have the websites, you have the strategy. Go save yourself some serious money on your next cruise. Until next time, happy cruising and keep that wallet safe out there.